Hello and welcome again. In the online lecture series of St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, we are studying a subject called Industrial Engineering of BTech Mechanical System. My name is Imran Siraj and right now I am taking Production Planning and Control. That is the third unit of the Industrial Engineering subject of MDU syllabus. So we were discussing about the production planning and control. We were discussing what the production planning is and how it is executed. What are the factors and what are the mm, different features that are quite necessary for production planning and control, and how this is done in steps and what are the steps uh, that are taken into consideration while executing PPC. So in continuation to the earlier lecture, we are be discussing about the function of production planning and control. So what are the main functions and how they are executed? So first we discussed that there are three steps or three main functions or main features of production planning and control, so that the whole idea is to uh, increase productivity. The whole idea is to, without no hazard, we must keep on manufacturing and other modules. So first of all, we have to look what are the different stages. So there are different stages. One is pre-planning, and then planning, and then control. Pre-planning is before the actual execution, or before the product, before going to the uh, manufacturing or product going before the floor. We must have a complete plan of how the material and men move and how the machines work. So this is called pre-planning, and pre-planning is uh, earlier phase, first phase of the production planning and control functions. So first of all, pre-planning includes product design, process design, flow design, forecasting demand, and workstation design. So what are these pre-planning? Pre-planning what we have a manufacturing facility and what product we are going to produce. So according to market demand, according to market surveys, we have to first design the product. So once product is designed as per the wishes of the people, as per the wishes of the masses, we have to we approve the product design. And once product design is complete, the second part is that we come to the process. Process means manufacturing process, what manufacturing processes are involved in order to produce that product, and what is the exact sequence of the processes that is to take with the production of this product. So this is the product design. So we have to uh, because the product may be made by different processes, so what processes and what sequence is suitable for that particular product, this is called process design. So second pre-planning stage is that we design the process smoothly. Then when the process design is done, product design is done, then third is flow design. Flow design, layout of manufacturing facility, and layout for the product. How this product will enter the manufacturing facility or manufacturing company, and how it will move out, passing through the different stages, how it will move out. And also the layout is considered with the flow of men, material, and machines. So how men will enter into the facility and how they will smoothly pass on, so that there is no obstruction and no destruction, and minimum distances men, material, and machines have to move at the same time. It has been designed such that there are no obstacles, no bottlenecks, etc. So this is uh, plant layout or flow design. Then forecasting demand. Another important factor is how much parts is to be produced in next month or next year. So that is called forecasting. So forecasting is also the part of pre-planning, and we define what is the pre-planning. So initially we take pre-planning, and then pre-planning is executed, forecasting. So another part, that how much parts, part A, part B, part C, we are producing different types of parts. What parts we have to produce and how much, depending upon the past requirements. We forecast the production or the demand of the market next month. So for that we forecast, and for that we design our manufacturing. On the past experiences, we have seen that in March or in April, we require 1000 parts of a particular product. So we will be planning according to that. We will be planning 1000 parts for the next March. So this is called forecasting demand. And then workstation design, that is how the machines are ordered and how the machines are mounted sequentially on the shop floor so that it gives maximum output, no hindrances, no distractions, and material and men smoothly sail. This is called workstation design. Should be enough lighted, should have enough air circulation, and also proper ventilation. Everything is called related with the machine is called workstation design. So all these steps are pre-planning stage. So before execution or before manufacturing facility, we have to take care of, we have to concentrate on pre-planning. Otherwise the production will not be smooth and will have less effective productivity and less effective manufacturing. So this will not only harm the profitability of the manufacturing facility company, at the same time it will also harm the reputation. So pre-planning stage is the maximum careful stage, and brainstorming is required, and a lot of mind is put and thinking is put in pre-planning stage so that the next two stages are smooth and there are less chances of failures, less chances of bad execution, and all these involves pre-planning. And the whole PPC depends upon the pre-planning, how much pre-planning we have put. So in case we are visible enough, in case we have a good vision, we can do the pre-planning, and this pre-planning basically guarantees the profitability and productivity of the manufacturing facility. So at the same time job satisfaction also. So this is the role of pre-planning, function of production planning and control, function of pre-planning and role of pre-planning. Next is planning. So in the planning stage, we basically define the flow of define and define the flow and execution of actual work. So how the main material, method and machines are going together to produce the required product. So that is the planning resources. So we have four resources: man, material, method and machines. So we have to manage all the four M's in order to have a good productivity, in order to have a smooth manufacturing, good quality products supplying to the market, so that we are capable enough of producing profitability and productivity. So this is called planning resources. Then process planning. Process planning is again routing of the material, routing of the men, routing of the machines, routing of the processes. This is called process planning. So we have to take care. Process planning is the main planning and is directly related with the machines and men. So we have to take care of this routing. So on what machine the material should go? Product A goes to machine X, product A, X, then Z, then Y. Similarly, product B goes to Z and Y and X. Similarly, product C goes to Y and then Z and then X. So this is the routing of the process, routing of the products. So this is process planning, and how much required, how much raw material, how much toolings, everything is required. That is concerned with the 4Ms, and then process tooling, process planning or routing, then estimation, how much estimating is how much time the product will take in order to be completed, and for how long it will stay, and then uh, again the part of how much inventories are required for distribution, and then scheduling. So scheduling is machine loading, machine loading, machine A, B, C. Machine A is loaded for product X, machine B is loaded for product Y, machine C is loaded for product Z. Then product Z comes to machine A. So this is scheduling. Who will work on what machines and on for what product. So this is scheduling. Then once this complete planning is done, once this is complete, execution is done, scheduling and the scheduling part is done, then the whole manufacturing takes place. After the planning, we have to take care of the manufacturing. Then after the actual execution of the schedule or actual production of the schedule, the parts is dispatched, then inspected, then expediting, and then evaluation. So inspection we have already studied in quality management, and then what results are concluded from the inspection that are implemented for the next batch or next process. And evaluation is also related with the whole analysis of the quality. So this is for future results. For this is for the current as well as future implementation. We have produced a lot of 1000 parts, acceptable or not acceptable, that is depend upon the quality inspection. Then what are the conclusions that we have drawn, so that for the future we keep on those conclusions, and we take care of those, so that in the future we apply those improvements, and we apply the results of this study, so that in future we have good quality products and good control over the processes. So the purpose of this function is to ensure correct start and end of each operation by providing raw material, finished parts, and semi-finished component at required quantities and required time for uninterrupted product processes. So as I discussed earlier, and right now again I'm discussing that materials are very important, play very important role for productivity. So right material and right material availability at the right time is the key to success of any manufacturing facility. So inventories are there. So uh, a simple small screw can lead to a big hazard. So even if a small screw is not there, the whole line will stop. So and at the same time we don't have to put a lot of material into our facility. That is also required, because that will be holding cost. So appropriate material required, appropriate timing, and at what time it is required, and this time it is available. So that is the whole design of inventory, whole idea of inventory. Not only inventory should cover the basic concept, not only inventory should supply the basic material, at the same time it also must not hold extra material, because that involves cost. So materials control and materials inventory is very important factor that basically delivers good productivity of any manufacturing facility. So material is required. The methods we have discussed again, and in discussing methods are also very important, because methods required tools and jigs and fixtures, etc. So this is the role of the method. So method, best defined method, and best defined method with available material. So this is the role and importance of method in TPC. Then machine and equipment. We have earlier talked about the machines and equipments. These are basically all the machines in our manufacturing facility should be involved, and all the workers should be involved. If our machines are laying idle and they are not, and wrong machines are used, so producing less quality product, and at the same time it also reduces productivity. So we have to take care of both these two things. One is we have to take care of that all machines should be involved, and also for producing correct product that is required. For a drilling can be done on drilling machine, on lathe also. So which machine is appropriate should be involved. So not only all machines should be active, should be rightly scheduled, but also they must be correctly applied to produce the good quality product. Similarly, all equipments should be taken care of. Then routing, process planning, that is the fixation of path of travel of material as well as men. So breaking down of operations to define each operation, to define breaking down of operations to define each operation. So in case of emergencies, there should be a plan that how to handle. In case machine A fails, machine B fails, machine C fails. So what we are having different plans so that line does not stop or this productivity does not affect. So we have a standby emergency plan for failure of machine A, and this way we will be coming over the failures of machine A. So this is called routing process planning, where we also take care of all the machine failures. Deciding the setup time and process time for each operation. This is also important factor that we have to take care. And how much loading time is required, setup time is required, and at the same time process time that we have earlier discussed, that how much time required, how much time is required for processes. So this is called routing or process planning. Estimating, the function is concerned with estimation of operation time. The operation time can be worked out once the overall method and sequence of operation is fixed and process sheet for each operation is available. This function is concerned with estimation of operation time. Estimation, we have to estimate the function time, operation time, and also how it can be reduced. So this is estimation of the time, then loading and scheduling. This is allocating the jobs to individual machine is known as machine loading. The purpose of this function is to load the machine according to their capability of performance, the given task, and according to their caps. So we need loading of the material on the machines. So this is also determined, and scheduling, as I just told, that scheduling is the correct scheduling the machine of controlling. So this is the function. These are the functions of production planning and control, and you can see we have constant feedback over all the main functions or all the main modules of the PPC. We have three modules. We have feedback for production pre-planning and planning and then control. So these basically, you see, control has keeping an strict vigilant on pre-planning and planning functions or modules. So this way we can define function of production planning and control. Coming to the next is expediting or follow up or progressing. So we have designed, we have a good pre-planning and planning stages. At the same time, we should have a follow-up, or we should keep on vigilant on it, or it is called expediting. Expediting is the follow-up or keeping an watch, keeping an eye on what is going on, whether it is exactly as per the designs or it is not as per the design. That is very important. So this way we will be keeping an eye. If everything goes as per our schedule, the productivity is bound to be higher, and this way profitability will increase, and it will be a win-win situation for all the employees and the management. At the same time, a good quality product at low cost for the consumers. So this is all about production planning and control. This picture we have earlier discussed in quality management, evaluation, analysis. So this is the model of production system. We can see inputs, these are inputs, then these are outputs, land, labor, capital, management, information, outputs, goods, services. Then this is process conversion process, and this there may be random fluctuations. As I told, there could be failures, there could be short supplies, and all these are to be absorbed. And then we have a control comparison of actual with the desired. And before conversion process, we have two buffers. One is adjustment needed, and monitor output. So this is monitor output, and depending upon the conversion process, we will send signal to this process from output monitor to this adjustment needed. So this is the basic idea. The whole model of production system can be seen. Random fluctuations are absorbed and controlled by a good planner. So inputs, outputs, then comparisons, conversions, and fluctuations, adjustment needed. So these are called buffers. Adjustment needed is the buffer, and monitor output is the basic control of the production planning. Inputs, conversions process, and outputs we can define. Now we'll be discussing types of production system. We have four types of production system. One is job shop, batch production, continuous production, and mass production. Job shop or batch production system, job shop production is basically depending upon the particular order, depending upon the particular job. So this is called job shop production. For example, I have a servicing facility of air conditioners. So depending upon the jobs, depending upon the orders, I am producing the production. My some air conditioners come for me to service an overhaul. Then I check what are the components, what are the parts required to be replaced. So I produce those parts, and then I apply and I manufacture those parts. So this is job shop production. Depending upon the particular order is called job shop production. So job shop production, the quantity involved is small, and manufacturing of the product will take place as per the specification given by the customer. Quantity is very small. Obviously, we are not going to produce many parts, but depending upon the how much parts are required for manufacturing for servicing AC, or specific requirement by the customer. So the quantity is small, but it heavily concludes specifications. It heavily concludes complexions. So job shop production is small in quantity and high in quality. Examples: space vehicles, aircraft, machine tools, special purpose machines, etc. So these are the lesser production. These are not high consumable, high manufacturing products. They are lesser manufacturing products, and also same time complex jobs. This is called job shop production. So characteristics. So general purpose machines we should have for job shop production that can produce all type. This is called basically tool room. So we can produce any type of any types of products. Highly skilled labor and supervisor is employed. Flexibility planning and control system to deal with frequent changes in product requirement. Every time we are changing, every moment the product requirements are changing. So merits, general purpose machine, skilled operators are fully utilized. Demerits, production planning is complicated. As I told that we have a complex nature of the product. So second is batch production. In this batch production, we are producing identical items and high quantity. The products are made in small batches and large variety. Batch production is for small batches and large variety. Sorry, high variety is not there. Small variety is there, but batches are small. That means small lots are there. Batch production includes machine shops, foundries, plastic molding. So large variety components are there. Small batches are there. A batch produced only once, a batch produced at irregular intervals, a batch produced as non-interval. Merit cost per unit is lower as compared to job production system. Investment is lower. and better utilization of plant and machinery. Demerits also complex, then PPC is higher, planning is higher, then higher setup cost. We come to the output product variety, production operation, continuous operation, mass production, batch production, job production. Third is mass production, the third is continuous production. Production facilities for continuous production are arranged as continuous production as per the permitted sequence. So, such as conveyors, transfer, etc. A highly rigid type of machine utilized for continuous production. For example, chemicals producing units. Chemicals producing units, we are producing alcohols or we are producing water. These are continuous production. That the production is not in batches, it is continuous. Then we have merits. High material handling is fully automated. Then high limited skill is required. Determined sequence. Then demerits. Due to high volume product, unit cost is low. Merits. High product cost is low. And then products and process sequences are highly standardized. Automated lines are there. And demerits, high investment required. Mass production refers to process of creating large number of similar products in sufficiency. So this is called mass production. We know volume is large, special purpose machines used, and merits are their high rate of production and low in process inventory. Production cost is low. Less skill operators may be employed. Breakdown of machine one stop entire line, and high speed investment is required in production planning. Then last one is product development. How we develop product. First of all, we have to design the product, and then we have to take different stages. Conception, the idea in the mind of designer, then acceptance, how it is going to be accepted, then execution, then translation, and then reproduction. These are the basic different stages for product design. Conception, as I told, that this is the basic idea on the mind of the designer, and this idea is basically floated, and whether public accepts or not accepts, then one this is accept execution, then this is translation, and that means manufacturing feasibility is tested, and the actual stage, then pre-production. The complete production includes drawing, final tools, production techniques, and estimates. So these are basically pre-production stages that gives the complete data of the product, complete data of the production. So this was all about manufacturing facility. This was all about manufacturing, production planning and control. I hope everything is clear to you now. And still, if you are uh, not getting what I wanted to get, what I wanted to convey, so still, if you are not clear concepts of any topic, you may get in touch with me at my phone number 9069360400. For the time being, I am signing off. Okay, bye.